Welcome to the MagiReco News. I'm your anchor, the Razielon, and let me tell you, true boldness comes from the inside. Our top story today, new information on North American servers, as they usually are. There is indeed a new event going to come very soon. There's going to be the Summer with Mikazuki Villa event, the actual beach episode after the other beach episode with Homura turned out to be a horror mystery. Now, going over this event very quickly, it's going to be rather similar to the Beachside Bonds event, not in story, but in the actual gameplay that you're going to have, is what I would usually say if there was any sort of consistency, but there isn't, which means that this is actually a branch event and not a tower event. But more importantly, this right here is the gacha, and there will be, similarly to the Beachside Bonds gacha, you will receive tickets from the gacha that you can use for special rewards, most importantly the swimsuits, which of course, looking at these very quickly, the best one is probably Momoko, because she has giant ass. And moving on, we have more Memoria, but I'm going to go over these in the specified review for them anyway, like how good is this Fate Weave. So let's not worry too much about the Fate Weave and move on to the actual event that, as I said already, is a branch event that is basically the beach episode as you would expect it. Well, I haven't read the story yet, but that's at least how I've been told the story is like. And looking at the little announcement right here, summer's about to begin. Yeah, it looks... That's basically Natsuda Umida! Oh! Yeah, the usual that you basically know from every single beach episode where the characters run towards the beach and then, like, they have a great time. And everyone is showing some skin for fan service, yay. Moving on from the North American news though, because that's pretty much all we have, there's not a whole lot to actually go on, because for some reason they just don't really give us a whole lot to go on at all recently, even though the next anniversary is coming up and they should probably do Chapter 10 and the Sakura event, Sakura-ko event, if they want to do the Japanese anniversary too for our first anniversary with Iriachi, which would make sense. So everyone believes it's going to be Iriachi as our anniversary because we already had Madokami. But the thing is, if you want to run her event or magical stories or anything having to do with her, you need to finish Chapter 10 before, because otherwise everything they do is completely spoiler. And you can't run their event because that's spoiler for the Sakura-ko event, so that one has to be done as well. I don't think that they can even do that in the 11 days it's going to be until the anniversary from the end of this event until then. So maybe they're just going to run Iriachi, but there's not going to be any story involved with them. They're not going to have their event run, they're not going to have their MSS run. That's just going to be it. I don't know. They're not even going to have Memoria because Memoria are spoiler too. I don't know about that. But now that that's done, let's move on to the Japanese side, where there has been some new stuff going on. First off, recently there has been a new event that has come to a close on the Japanese server. It was the Trick Trouble School Festival with Luigi and Chihazu Mario Manaka. And we also had some Kimochi battles, nothing special. We had the 1000-day release event that I've talked about last time, but since then we've got some new information on a new event that actually has started right now. I haven't booted my game up yet, but I'm going to do this right after finishing the news. And the new event that has started is the event called, let me see, The Flower That Blooms in a Hollow Heart. And apparently from the information that the text blurb gives you, if you just look at the announcement for it, apparently this character right here is called Yuna, which is like now the fourth character who has a short name that begins with a U after Yu, then Yusa, and who else was there? I think there was, yeah, also normal Yuna, and now this is Yuna with a W. Oh my god, not a double U, but a double of the U, you know, whatever. And apparently she has the hots for Mami for some reason, and she goes around and she's trying to get it on with Mami for some reason. Can you developers and creators and everyone just stop bringing the Fullmoon Holy Quintet into this game? Like, nothing good has ever come of that, and I don't think we're gonna suddenly start getting good stuff out of the PMHQ and MagiReco, so just don't. Well, I guess the last Beachside Bond story was pretty good. Valentine Summerall story was pretty good. But apart from that, I don't think I've seen anything good ever come from the PMHQ being in MagiReco. So yeah, can you like stop with that, developers? Like, thanks. Also, from this event, you're going to get some event currency, of course. There was also a gacha for this, I'm going to go over in just a bit. More importantly, of course, you're going to get event currency that you can trade in for a bunch of stuff. But more importantly, you can get one of the new lower rarity characters. There will be new twins, wow, because every arc gotta have its own twins, and apparently the Amane twins aren't doing it anymore. So we now have two new twins. One of them is Rion, who... by the way, both of the twins apparently like watching TV shows, so they both are themed after some children's TV shows. And this one is the Precure themed, oh my nose, Rion. You can kind of see that she's Precure themed, or just general magical girl stuff that you would expect. It could be any magical girl stuff, but I assume it's going to be Precure. And the other one that I'll get to in the gacha. Oh yeah, also new main story, but yeah, we got a main story, right? In the gacha you also have the other sister, Hotori, so one of them will be available through the shop, through the event, and the other one will be available in the gacha. However, they both have the same power level, it seems, unlike the Amane twins, or one of the Amane twins was just a lot more powerful, you know? I hate myself for making that joke. And Hotori is apparently themed after Decagon Ball, which everyone is a great fan of. You can kind of see the scouter, and apart from that, she apparently likes punching. So yeah, so we have Decagon Ball, and we have Precure themed magic girls, nice. And we also actually have some other character in the gacha. I don't know who this is. Some weirdo who apparently has themed her entire kid after supporting Mommy for some reason. So she's a forest type character with as being an Axel gorilla. She is focused on attack. Actually, she doesn't quite support Mummy, but she is themed a little bit after Mummy, as in she has a bind on attack, and she has bind on a Magia. And her active is also apply bind. So you see that she's rather similar to Mummy in some ways. I wonder why. I think the naming of her ability is also rather similar. Like, I think Mummy also has a very similarly named connect. And she also, I think, uses... Is this Italian, just like Tito Finale? I can't tell, because, you know, when you get some foreign language transcribed in katakana, it's very hard to actually know what it's supposed to be. Anyway, those are pretty much the news. As I mentioned already, yeah, there is new main story. But yeah, who cares about main story? That was that. Yeah, shop refreshers. I probably should mention this as well. There will be shop refreshers as at the beginning of every single month. The shop refreshers for Mitama's shop and for the Mirror's shop. It's a bit more important, I think, on the Japanese version, where you can also get more Kimochi shards if you really want that. But yeah, I'm not gonna mention this anymore in the future. But yeah, of course, shop reset. I might make a short note of it. Just say shop reset, guys, and move on. Looks like there's a whole bunch of other information over here, but this is all just a whole lot of nothing that we don't really need to know anything about. Just maintenance notices for the most part. So yeah, that was that. Hope you guys enjoyed this. That was the news. And yeah, hit that subscribe button, leave a comment, ring the bell, whatever. See you guys next time.